life, then this mission statement can help you for clarity. Some people can do it as bullet points. Some people will do it as statements. Whatever works for you. Some people call it a mantra, their mojo, whatever it is that kind of gives you this guiding vibe. Okay? So, unfortunately, there's a little work to be done here. And I'm going to ask for those. If you're willing to share, great. If no one wants to share, you don't know me, so I totally get it. But we'll dig through real quick. I do want to say that this may help you through this process, this piece of paper. One, identify what makes you feel really good. So, if I were you, I'd write down a few things. Now, there may be some of you thinking, well, if I go get high, I feel really good, right? That's true. But is that going to be part of your mission, that you're just going to get stoned the rest of your life? That's up to you guys. It can happen. Not a lot of people are very successful doing that, but that could be part of your deal. Or, what makes me feel really good? Exercising, accomplishing things, helping others, whatever it is. But if you get really clear on what makes you feel really good, guess what? You'll do more of it. Now, you have to make the decision, is it valuable enough for you to do that in your life? Are you willing to put the work in? Do we all know that we should exercise a minimum of 30 minutes a day? We all know that. Do we all do that? No, if I did, this thing wouldn't be here, right? But it's our choice. So this is a roadmap for you to design your mission statement so that you can then make a plan for success. And the funniest thing about it is, those that are listening, it's kind of seeping in. It might be 5 years from now, you're going to think, oh, that's what that crazy guy was talking about. And that's cool, right? Hopefully before your deathbed, you get a chance to get to this. And hopefully that's a long time out. But the first thing you want to do is to figure out what makes you feel good. And you know what my mom used to tell me? She used to say, find out what makes you feel really good and do more of that. Whatever that is. I played basketball and I love playing basketball, so I did a lot of that, right? Okay, the next thing, values. What's a little sad to me, and I feel like I'm preaching a little bit, but the reality is, back in the day, there was immediate respect for police, for fire, for military, for teachers, for Mr. Johnson down the street, for your neighbors, for people. There was just immediate respect that was given. And now it feels like the attitude is, well, you got to earn my respect. Well, why does anybody have to earn it? If you give someone your respect freely, believe it or not, you're going to get more respect in return. When you walk over and say, thank you, please, when you open the door for somebody, you're giving that respect. And believe it or not, whether you trust in karma, the universe, whatever you want to do, it comes back. How many times have you said thank you and the person smiled? You might have just made their day. The only thing their whole day that made them smile was you saying thank you. Right? When I teach kids and their coach coaches them, I always tell them to go up and thank their coach. Why? Because if you thank the coach, he's going to want to do more of it. If you do something out of the ordinary, nice, whatever, and I don't thank you, is it going to make you want to do more of it? Probably not. But if you did something, I say, hey, thank you so much, it means a lot, is that going to make you want to do more? Yeah. So Gandhi, again, another name that you may not know, talks about the law of detachment. And that means that's not looking for gratitude for what you do. I don't need a standing ovation. I don't need accolades. I'm just volunteering time and hoping that 1, 2, 5, 20 of you, 30 of you get something positive out of this, even if it's just a little piece to help guide you as you go forward. But you need to understand what your core values are. If it's a religious values, that's fine. It's your core values, whatever that is. Honest days work for honest days pay. Or I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be forthcoming. I'm going to do hard work. I'm going to trust others. Whatever these values are for you, create those core values because it makes it clear for you. Okay? Next one is to identify contributions. Now, there's two sides to that. There's people that have contributed to your life, right? People, whether it's a parent, a guardian, a friend, a teacher, some crazy guy that walked in and said something, whatever it is, what contributions are coming in, but also, in my opinion, it's the reverse of that. What are you going to contribute to society? Remember that quote I started with? Ask not what your country, or in this case, community, can do for you, but what you can do for them. If you can contribute to the classroom, to your friends, to your family, to the community, everybody is lifted up. You may have heard the saying that says, peeing in someone else's Wheaties doesn't make yours any sweeter. Do you know what that means? Making someone else fall down doesn't make you go higher. We thrive only by lifting others around us. Because if not, then you isolate yourself, and unfortunately, when you get isolated, when you're not part of a team, a group, or a community, negative comes in. Wars come in. Look what's happening over in Gaza. So community is a part of that. And that goes back to the values and what your contributions are. What are you going to contribute to society? What are you going to do to make things better? Do you take the garbage out at home without your family having to say, come on, take the garbage out. You said you were going to do that. Do you keep your word? Right? The next one is goals. Anybody got any goals? Got one or two? Yeah. I mean, I would imagine one of your goals is to never have to come back to this class at some point, right? Sign me up for that one. I don't want to do this anymore. Great. But you're doing the work. You're putting the time in, which is amazing. And again, I celebrate for that. But I'm telling you right now, if this is your only goal, life's going to be challenging, because this is easy compared to what's out there. And I know you know that. But if you have goals, who wants to buy a house someday? Right? Who wants to have a nice car? Who wants to? Those are goals. And we talked about manifesting earlier. That's what you're doing. This is what I want in my life. And you make these things happen. I want to have a house that I come home to that is peaceful. I want a house that has food in the refrigerator. Right? I want gas in my car. So some of these are small goals, and some of these be bigger goals. But the more clarity you have around your goals, in my opinion, the better success you have the opportunity to do so. Now, just because you wrote them down, or just because you said, I want to be amazing and wonderful, doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it's where it starts. So get clear on your goals is very, very vital. And then the next one is going to be to write out a mission statement. To put it down on paper, to type it out, to whatever you do. I said that.